What is up, y'all? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and welcome to the rapid reaction for Nxt Takeover Chicago. This was a fantastic event, as the takeovers have always been. I mean, ever since I've started to watch the takeovers, I've pretty much enjoyed all of them. I don't think there has not been one thing where I've been lukewarm or anything like that. They've all had very good entertainment, very good matches, and this one, it's just the same. So let's go ahead and let's get right into the action. We had the NXT tag team title match, the Undisputed Era against Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, or whatever the guys are. This was a fantastic match. This is a great way to start it, great opener. The Chicago crowd behind the obviously Roderick Strong and Undisputed Era. Even though they are the heels and the other team was the faces. But this match was good. It was hard hitting. This was fantastic action. Love it in the match when what's his name? One of the guys, because they look alike, so I don't know who was one. But one of them gets thrown off of the top and lands onto the thing and back, and then the other guy has to take it, and then he has to beat it up. And then, like, when he comes back, they do the thing where one guy he's got Roderick Strong in the thing, and the other in a single crab. Other guys got what's his face, Kyle O'Reilly in the crossface, and that was very interesting. I like that. There are a lot of great things about this. Just fantastic. I had it at 4 and a quarter star. Great way to open the show. Great way to have fun with this, and this was just a good hot opener for the show. So I think the Undisputed Era right now are pretty big, and we're going to see where they go from here. I don't think they need to be on the main roster. Very few. As we have seen, you get called up to the main roster for some of them, and some of you, they don't know what to do with you. You just get called up because they think it's your time to be there. But whether it's the Iconics or the Authors of Pain or Sanity or whatever, you get called up and you get nothing to do with, and you don't have anything to go in. So I think you'd rather be staying down in NXT. And I think that's what the Undisputed Era is. The Undisputed Era, if they keep them the way they is, they can be an evolution type stable. I truly believe that. So good for them. They win and they retain the NXT tag team titles. Next match was Ricochet and Velveteen Dream, and I was like, these guys are going to try to come out here and steal the show. And by the way that this match was started, they were legitimately trying to go for 8 stars. Obviously, a lot of us know Dave Meltzer went nuts again and gave the Kenny Omega, whoever the other guy is, match. He gave that match 7 stars, and so whatever. So obviously these two are trying to go out. They were trying to get 8 stars. They couldn't get 8 stars because it's foolish to try to get 8 stars. You can't get even past 5 stars. But anyway, they got damn close to 5 stars. This is 4.75 in my book. I think this was a fantastic match. First off, let's go back. Let's start with the match. That Velveteen Dream comes out with in honor of Hulk Hogan, and he's got the yellow and red pants, and then you get Dream still over, and he got the bandana, and he rips the shirt off. He's got the feather boa, and he's brother, and he's doing all of this, and he got a little Macho Man in him too. He's doing all of this and everything. So he came to He can do his show out tonight. And also people was in on Twitter that there's also a little bit maybe of the Prince Puma. I guess was a gimmick of Ricochet's before. He had a little bit of Prince Puma in him in his outfit. So maybe that was a bit of it as well. And this, they came out and they, like I said, they tried to do a lot of stuff. To me, like I said, it looked like they were trying to go for 8 stars because to me they started off very methodical and very slow. But I don't mind that. I don't think you have to go off. You don't have to go at a moment's pace, quick and everything like that. I mean, that's not. There you go. You can start slow and then build up. I just think that you have to have the time to do so, and they had time. There was only 5 matches tonight, for this 3 hours. So the NXT kind of does it right. They do, they schedule 3 hours, but they put on five matches. They could put on 6. I think probably if they wanted to, maybe shorten one match, so like that. Maybe they might do that in the future too. If 205, if the Cruiserweight Championship isn't going to be defended on the main roster, then maybe they need to defend it on NXT, and then you can put a Cruiserweight title match in there, and you don't have to give them long. You can give them 15 minutes, and that's still because the show ended probably about maybe 10 minutes ago, and so you still would have enough time to where you would have, and you would still have, it's 9:52. You still have 8 minutes left, so you could give the cruiserweights time. Give them 15 minutes in the beginning, and to get the crowd hot, and then go into your regular NXT. That's what you could do if you wanted to, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to this match between Ricochet and Velveteen Dream. And like I said, they were starting off slow, and I thought they were going, and I really thought the reason they was going for slow because that they didn't want to screw anything up. They didn't want to botch anything. They didn't want to do that. It was very methodical. It's almost half to mid half speed. And what I mean by that is that they were making sure that all of their moves they were going through were, they didn't want to slip on in the ropes. They didn't want to make any mistakes or stumbles because, like I said, they were going out there trying to get 8 stars, and they knew they were going to. So they didn't want any botches or anything like that to screw anything up. But it still was fantastic. I like the story that they told. The thing was that Dream thinks that anything that Ricochet could do, he could do. And that's exactly, and it kind of is what happened. So I see I think that's kind of fun. So I slept like 8 hours like today and still working on it, whatever. But yeah, it is fantastic. You had Dream doing things that Ricochet would do, and you had Ricochet doing things that Dream would do, and you had this one spot where they were trying to go for, they were doing like this reverse thing in the corner, and Dream suplexes them out onto the floor. That was fantastic. And then they get in the ring, and Ricochet does the Purple Rain elbow, which is the move for Dream. He also did Dream's rolling Death Valley Driver. There were so many things in this match that was incredible. But it ended with the 630 from Ricochet. He won, defeated Dream, and you may see in the near future on NXT maybe them talking about maybe like a mutual respect type thing between those two guys. So it's gonna be fun to see what goes down between them. So I was good again. I thought it was the closest to 5-star match that they could have had, and it was a 4.75, 4 and 3/4 stars. So all the credit in the world for that. And I also said on Twitter that this match to follow this match was just felt so bad for him. Because you just knew from the beginning what was going on. You knew that Ricochet and Dream were going to try to go out there and just go for the show, go for the whole full money, and that's what they did. And damn, they fucking nerd. Apologize for that. But see, that didn't happen. Well, no. Let me see. Yeah, they were gonna go for the whole kit and caboodle, as they like to say. And then the match after that was just gonna be, maybe dead on arrival. But I think, I think that's the right. I think they kind of had the right thing to do, especially with Shayna Baszler as the champion. You put that match on after the match that blows everything away. Like I think they do it. I think they're doing this good. The way they having this, because the way they've done it the last couple of times is that they've had either a match they knew were just going to tear down the house, and then afterwards they come with the women's championship match with Shayna Baszler. Or they were going to do the thing. They were just going to do the whole, or something like that. And that's exactly what they did. And they came down, and this one was really good. I thought this one was really good. During this match, some knucklehead again just decided to go blow up the beach ball, and I guess another fan popped it. And the crowd, of course, Chicago, started chanting "Beach ball sucks. Beach ball sucks." So that was great. That was fantastic. And by the way, I think throughout the night, I didn't hear a CM Punk chant. I didn't hear one. I did not hear a CM Punk chant. Now that may be different tomorrow, because we got Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. We got Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. So I think you might hear some CM Punk chants tomorrow night, but there was none tonight, which is good, which is really good. And I kind of think that this was just this was a really good control by them. I think I like the way they kind of told the story of Nikki Cross getting into Shayna Baszler's head. At the beginning, she was saying, "Put on the clutch on me. Put the clutch on me," and that was really good. The finish was Baszler putting on the clutch and Nikki Cross smiling before she passed out. So I like this. I had it down there as 3.5 stars. That's actually very surprising too, because from what I've seen, this has been Shayna Baszler's best match. From what I've not seen any of the NXT matches, but the matches that I've seen, the matches in the Mae Young Classic, the two matches that she's had with Ember Moon, I've seen. This was her best match. I think this was really, really good. Still not a big fan of the way she sells, but that maybe she's getting better. So I kind of just can't wait to see where they go for her next. They might go Kairi Sane, bring that back up from the Mixed Match Challenge. They might bring up. They might try some other girls, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Nikki Cross. I think one thing that could be really, really good. One thing I would have liked to have seen is that them give Nikki the title tonight. Have her win the title tonight, then go, the rematches at Takeover Brooklyn. Shayna would regain, and then then after Takeover Brooklyn, she could go and be with Sanity on SmackDown. So, but we'll have to wait and see where it goes from Nikki Cross. But yeah, good effort by you guys, especially after that last one, especially after the match before them. It was going to be hard to try to follow that, and they did a fantastic. I think they did a fantastic job of doing so. So, good on them. We have next is the NXT title match. We had Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan, and I thought this one was a pretty good one too. I thought this was kind of formulaic, big man versus smaller guy match. And even though you're not really, Aleister Black isn't like a really small guy. He's not like someone who's 6'1", 6'2". He's probably I think he's pretty about maybe 6'4", 6'5", and other guys like 6'6", 6'7". But it's I think that's the way they played it off, and I think they did a great job. I'm not sure if they screwed up the ending or if they just made a mistake, because we got towards the end of the match, Aleister Black went for Black Mass, and he completely missed it. What's his face was in Lars Sullivan was in the wrong spot, or Aleister Black could have been in the wrong spot, but whatever. He completely missed, and what's his face fell down. He pulled a Jinder Mahal. Remember Jinder Mahal? If you remember in the Greatest Royal Rumble and Saudi Arabia, during the match between Jinder Mahal and Jeff Hardy, Jeff Hardy does the whisper in the wind and misses, and Jinder Mahal for some reason just takes a fucking bump. Just takes a bump for no fucking reason, and and that's what happened. Black Mass completely missed. Lars Sullivan said, "Shit!" like the wind from the Black Mass knocked his big ass over. So, but other than I don't know if either that was supposed to be the ending, but obviously that could not have been the ending of the match. So they then decided to improvise the ending, or if that was what it was supposed to be, he was supposed to hit Black Mass, then he would kick out, and then he would come back and hit it again for the victory. I don't know. I would like to think that maybe they improvised it, and then they improvised the ending, because for one, that would mean more to me, on Lars Sullivan and Aleister Black, that they were able to improvise, something like that on the fly. Two guys who probably don't have all that much experience in the wrestling business, but when they were able to improvise on the fly like that, that would, as a fan, give me hope that they could, be more improvised, call stuff in the ring, like that. But if that was not the way, if that was supposed to be the way it was supposed to go, and they just screwed it up, see, then at that point it's almost like, okay, well, listen, it's almost saying that either one or both of them aren't ready for the major time yet, and maybe Lars shouldn't have been in that spot, and maybe Aleister shouldn't have been in that spot, and I don't want to think that about those two. So. But I thought it was a good match, great story. I had it at 4 stars. It was pretty darn good. And finally, the Chicago Street Fight of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And I thought this was pretty doggone good. I had it at 4 and 3/4 stars. I thought it was fantastic. And told a great story. Again, I'm not a big fan of them keep doing the stretcher shit. I mean, it's just, it's just overdone, and and it's the stretcher spot works when it's supposed to work, but when you keep doing it over and over again, and when you do it over and over again, you have them get up from the goddamn stretcher. It doesn't work. It is so. I don't know why you did it in this match, but whatever. Loved it how fantastically they came back to where at one point they had Ciampa cut the things on the ropes and on the mat, and he exposed the wood on the mat on the ring, and then came back to the end of the match where he was able, it was like irony and all in one, and he had brought in handcuffs. He wanted to handcuff Johnny Gargano, then they brought it back in the match. He handcuffed Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa handcuffed, gave Gargano a DDT on the exposed ring, and he won the match. So Gargano wins the unsanctioned match. Ciampa wins the street fight. I'll put this out on Twitter. This has to be now going to, some people are saying Hell in a Cell. I think they need to do 3 stages of Hell at Brooklyn, right? At Takeover Brooklyn. I think you gotta go like a strap match, because during this match, what's his face? Gargano took off his belt and whipped Ciampa with it. So then you gotta do that match, then or some type of chain match because of the handcuffs. The second match is going to be a steel cage match. Keep them inside the steel cage. And then, of course, you're going to go to the third. And the third one has to be an I Quit match. You have to beat your opponent and put it in that quit. Now, you can even have that I Quit match just as the regular match. And that would be fine. That would be fine. I would enjoy that too. But I would also love to see 3 Stages of Hell come back. I don't know if I want to see them inside Hell in a Cell. That would be interesting, though. It really would be interesting. Knowing these two, they would throw themselves off the cell onto thumbtacks. So, today they jumped off a bunch of things onto a table. Gargano did, Hell and Ciampa in the white noise type, thing. So, it's crazy. So. But this is really good. This wasn't as good as their last match, but still, again, when you're talking about 4 3/4 stars, it's damn near perfect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you're talking about 4 matches that were 4 stars or better, and the other match was 3.5 stars. So again, this was a fantastic show. So I enjoy it. This is what it is supposed to be when it comes to these guys coming out and doing this thing, and it's just fantastic. I loved every minute of it. And now tomorrow we have Money in the Bank, and so we'll see how that goes. I gotta be honest, I have a feeling that tomorrow isn't gonna even compare to what happened tonight. So we will have to wait and see. Who knows? Maybe it could. Maybe we can get a surprise. So post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys thought about each match. Tell me what you guys felt about it, and tell me what you think is gonna happen with Gargano and Ciampa. I mean, this has to go now to take over Brooklyn, doesn't it? So I think it has to. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. If that's what's gonna happen. If it's gonna go to take over Brooklyn, and also put down what match you would like to see them fight in. All right, everybody. That's your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. I am out. See you tomorrow for Money in the Bank.